What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Hooked Up channel. I'm your host Jake, and today I got something really special. Now I know I might say that a lot, but this time I truly mean it, because today I've been tasked by my local Bass Pro Shops to catch some fish for their fish tank. Now we're not going after any normal species like bass or catfish. Tank's already full of those, we don't need any more of them. The fish we're actually going for is easily considered prehistoric, predating even the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And of course, that fish is going to be the bowfin. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, there he is. What do we got? I think we got bait. Ooh, let's get him on up here real quick. Yeah, nice fat bluegill. All right, guys. So bowfin are actually predatory and kind of scavenger, kind of like a catfish. So we're going to be using two methods to catch these guys. One, I got a nice back strap off a bluegill, and then two, I got another rod with a jig. So while this one's sitting down there in the depths marinating, we'll have that jig rod going, see if we can get more of an active bite. So we'll kind of try two different things, see if we can narrow it down. All right, y'all, now that we got the bait rod out, we're gonna start throwing this jig a little bit. Bowfin don't really have the best senses of sight. They instead rely a little bit more on sound, like vibrations, and then scent to find their prey. Especially in water like this, we got a lot of tannins, so the visibility is not super good. So we're gonna be throwing around this jig. It's a big, bulky presentation. They shouldn't have any trouble finding. And just in case, I put a whole bunch of scent on it too. So hopefully, if they're not chewing on bait, they'll be chewing on jig. Ooh, look at that, guys. Something's got our bait. Something's got our bait. Something's got our bait. Something's got our bait. We got a bowfin. We got target species. It's a decent one too. All right, let's get over these rocks and try to land him. Ooh, I'm trying not to hurt myself coming down these rocks. Oh, it's proven to be a challenge not hurting myself coming down these rocks. All right, and we got him in the net. All right, let's bring him up here real quick. Let's see, we're gonna set the cooler down lid because it's got a measuring board on it. So we want to make sure he's not too small. That's a 22-inch fish right there. So let's see. We're gonna set him in the water nice and gently. Then we're gonna get him some more water because he's probably a little thirsty. Now these fish can survive for a very, 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 very long time out of water. So I'm not super worried about him having any trouble while he's in there, while we try and catch him a friend, because we are trying to catch two. He definitely needs a friend to hang out with. So we're gonna get him a little bit more water to help him stay cool and fresh. All right, so now he's chilling. I'm gonna get the lid on. Got an aerator strapped underneath. So that'll should keep him cool. That should keep the water nice and oxygenated. All right, so we got one. Now we need two. And hopefully we can secure a second one quick, because the less time he spends in the cooler, the better. So we're gonna get this bait right back on out there. All right, let's keep fishing. Oh, I just walked over here and we got smacked. He's running. He's running. I think he's, whatever it is, he's got it. Got him. I got him. Another bowfin. Always trying to get me in the stick or the concrete. Don't do that, buddy. Don't do that, buddy. Look at that. Oh, he's a pretty one too. Look at that bullseye on his tail. It looks like a snakehead. He better not be a snakehead. Oh, he's jumping. Ooh. Let me secure the net. Oh, this is such a treacherous landing zone here. Ooh, that rock shifted. I didn't like that. All right, buddy. Come on in. He's grumpy. All right, another bowfin secured. All right, it's kind of upside down, but there's the second bowfin. Look at a beautiful spot on his tail. He's so pretty. Let's see, we're gonna try and get a quick measurement on him. Make sure he's also of an appropriately large size. Stick his head up top. Yeah, about an inch shorter. Stick him in the tank. Oh, oh, he's grumpy. He's a lot grumpier than the other one is. Huh. Look at that, guys. Two nice fat bowfin. All right, guys, that sure didn't take long. We've only been here less than an hour, and we already got two nice bowfin for the tank. Now, I don't want to waste any time. I want to get these fish home in the best condition possible. So I'm not going to waste any more time here trying to catch any more. We got two, that's all we need. So we're going to hit the road, and I'll see y'all at Bass Pro Shops. So we're not quite at Bass Pro Shops yet, as you can see, but I figured I'd take this time to answer some questions that somebody might have watching this video. The first question I can think of that comes to mind is, why are you catching bowfin? Nobody likes bowfin. And that is true for a lot of people, because bowfin get a pretty bad rap. They're considered a trash fish by many, many anglers. People that are trying to catch bass or catfish usually consider those something they don't want to catch. And I can understand why. They're kind of a pain to deal with. They're very stubborn. Hooks can be hard to remove. They'll definitely tear up a few jigs here and there, but they really are a lot of fun to catch. They fight hard, they hit even harder, they're really just a good time. And if you catch the right one, they can just be absolutely gorgeous. The other question I could think that somebody might have is why I'm calling these fish dinosaurs. And the reason I'm calling them dinosaurs is because the bowfin's fossil record is over 100 million years old. To put that into perspective, one of the most popular dinosaurs out there, Tyrannosaurus Rex, only has a fossil record that dates it between 60 to 80 million years ago. So the bowfin even predates that. Which, if you really think about it, is pretty nuts. That the bowfin has been around for that long, pretty much identical. Nothing's really changed evolutionary wise. They kind of nailed it on the head 100 million years ago and said, yeah, we'll just roll with this. But one of the biggest reasons bowfin have survived for so long is because evolutionary wise, they're almost a perfect animal. They thrive in places where many other fish are not able to live. And they can do that because they can actually breathe air as well as water. So in places like the backwaters of a swamp or some little mud puddle in the middle of nowhere where there's pretty much zero dissolved oxygen in the water, they can actually gulp air to supplement that, which means they can survive indefinitely almost out of water. As long as their gills stay wet and their body retains moisture, they can survive for a very, very long time out of water. But that's enough of me rambling on. I'll meet you guys at Bass Pro Shops. All right, everybody, as you can see behind me, we've made it to Bass Pro Shops. Bowfin are behind me in the truck doing just fine. Let's go ahead and get them and put in the tank. All right, guys, unfortunately, I don't have any footage past what you just saw because I forgot to hit record. although you didn't really miss anything. The Bowfin are safe and sound. Not quite in the Bass Pro tank yet. They have to be in quarantine for about 2-3 weeks. Make sure any illnesses they have aren't going to be transferred to the other fish. But they're really strong. They're really healthy looking. They should have no problem acclimating to their new environment. And they're basically living in the closest thing you can find to a 5-star fish resort. Bass Pro Shops takes very good care of their fish and takes maintaining the tanks and making sure their health is good a very high priority. But I'll try and make a little update short or post once they get in the tank, maybe show you a video of them getting dropped in. But other than that, that's going to do it for today's video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to like the video, maybe send it around to a couple people you know that might enjoy it. And I'll see y'all in the next video.